Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going no.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Nashville. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Blue draw Corkers.
Come on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike 54. Yeah.
Top.
This a quick pass to Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
The fuck kind of bullshit playbook is this?
26 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run with Lynch. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Deep grip.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Delta. Get it. 2nd
down and inches. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown.
The 2nd down pass completes to A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64, weak. I'm going to run you over. Let's go.
He may try and run for this. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That's good.
On the ready.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 54.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm
Good. 5.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. It's Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it out.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 50 Haywood. You ain't doing nothing with that. Mike 5-4. Go.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 85 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
We're going to shut you down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. It's caught by Davis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their mobile, agile quarterback now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Fighting him off. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Down. 60 or. Mike Smith. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Yep. Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Why you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards? They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Hey, high 7. Lee Griffin.
Minshew throwing on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Looking to throw it. Minshew eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This will be caught by Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Get it.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Alpha.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Mike, check.
On 4th down, Minshew. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Man open left side is Brown. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. On 1st down, it's Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out,
and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The open man is Westbrook. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Minshew, flush to his right. Completes it to Lee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. It'll be Minshew again. And he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Jack with a sack. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play. And